Hello, goodbye, hello again. Welcome back to Drifter Carbon and to another Minecraft texture pack review. Today we're taking a look at the Dragon Mashup by Kubo Studios. It's 990 mine coins and it's about 38 megabytes to download. This is a mashup pack, but we're going to be mostly focusing on the texture pack today. The description reads, Realistic Dragons, Custom Dragon Themed Texture Pack. That's what we're here for. 1000 by 1000 islands, dragon attacks, super OP, medieval mobs, custom armor and weapons, and watch the trailer. So I'm curious whether the custom armor is going to be like custom geometry for the weapons and armor that are in the base game, or if they're referring to like new armors and weapons that were added in the world that's included in the mashup pack. Let's scroll down and look at the avatars real quick. Here's what the avatars look like. They've got some dragon type ones and some people type ones. These are pretty decent, I'd say. And there's a decent amount of them as well. Alright, so if you've not seen one of these videos before, how this works is I show off all of the textures and then I give my final thoughts. Let's go ahead and hop on over to the texture pack display world. Okay, here we are in the texture display world. Starting off, we're going to look at things that grow. Here's our trees. Pretty standard stuff for the most part. And here's our mushrooms. A couple of fun mushrooms there. Got some carved pumpkins. It looks like maybe the pitcher plant is too new. So that kind of tells us what vintage this is from. Here's flowers. There's the sunflower. All right, so of course all the stuff back there is far too new because that just came out. Here is logs and planks. Pretty standard. Well, there's some nice woody textures on the tree trunks and stuff. You know, almost look like kind of like the planks actually on the sides, like they're almost board like, but that's supposed to be the differences in the bark. But a few different textures there. At least they're not all just color swaps of the same exact texture. Here's your planks. Here's dirt, sand, gravel, and moss. Oh, I don't think I noticed the fact that this one has like little particles and stuff. Here's sand and gravel. It looks like, yeah, suspicious sand and suspicious gravel are too new, so no archaeology in this pack. Here's sandstone, stone and stuff. This is on the Marketplace Pass at the moment, so if this pack interests you, now might be a good time to go ahead and get that for a month to play with it. Polished stone, cobblestones. These are, a little on the fuzzy side, I would say, on like the stone textures, but not terrible. Cobblestones, bricks, some interesting brick textures there. Stone, bricks, blocks, etc. Perfectly fine. Glass, nice and easy to see through the glass. The clear one has a bit of a border around it, but the rest are just colored glass. But they do have a little bit of detail to them. They're not just purely one color. They actually have some, texture to them. Here's wool. Concrete powder. Concrete. Always nice when they have a little bit of a different texture to each of these things. The terracotta. Here's glazed terracotta. These are a little on the simple side, but they're fine. Or nether. Yeah. The ore's pretty good. I would say that it would be easy enough to tell, where the ores are when mining. Nether ore, deep slate ore. Some of this is it's a little more busy, but still readable. Amethyst. Random only magma block. It is animated. Always nice when it's animated. The sponges. You can kind of tell the difference between the wet and the dry, but I'm colorblind, so that's a little harder for me. Light sources. Does look like they actually have some differences between their torches here, which is nice. The bulbs are too new. There's your campfires. Miscellaneous light sources. Your signs. Several of which may be too new. But these are readable signs. Here's your hanging signs. I think hanging signs as a general idea are too new. Monster spawner. Kind of has like a monster face on the monster spawner, and that's kind of interesting. Fences and gates. Dried kelp block, diamond, lapis, gold, emerald, redstone blocks. Those are pretty cool. I think that they have some fun block designs in this pack. Iron block, raw copper, gold, and iron. Pretty standard stuff. Lodestone. Almost looks like a dice. Or a die, I should say. Prismarine. Slime block. Honey, hay bale, bone block. Here's quartz. These are all kind of on the subtle side, like from a distance you might not be able to, well, I guess you can kind of tell the difference between them, but I would have liked a little more definition on the designs on the quartz. Here's copper, which is just too new in general, I think. Like the basic copper might be custom, but these are definitely too new. Ladders. Here are the doors. Yeah, there's some decent doors here. The ones that are actually custom. This one's kind of an interesting one because it's got little gaps. It's like it's made of like a rickety wooden door made from boards. Kind of a fun door design. I like some of these. These are pretty cool. Here's your trapdoors. Some fun trapdoor designs as well. Bookcases, etc. These are too new. This pack is from quite a while ago, even though it's a... I was thinking this one was more recent, but I guess not. Enchanting table, beds. They're all the same. They're just different colors. Not a terrible bed design, but I would have liked something a little more interesting. Here's crafting tables and villager job tables. They're pretty like usable, but not terribly exciting. Furnaces, some fun furnace designs. At least they bothered to make the furnaces a little more, stylized. Here's anvils and grindstones, and you can tell how damaged your anvil is, which is not always the case. Here's cauldrons. That's lava. That's a potion. Chests. You can tell which one the trap chest is, because it's golden instead of the silver of the other ones. Kind of a fun, different end chest there as well. Barrel, jukebox, and note block. Here's an empty armor stand, a beacon, a bell, some iron bars. Here's paintings. The top two rows are too new, so we're just going to focus on these. Yeah, these are pretty good. I feel like these are fun enough that they would make for good wall decor. A tray in there, and some of these are based on real paintings. Dogs playing poker, of course. Item frames. Here's your rails. Here's the mine carts with various things in them. That's what the TNT looks like. There's a sheep in the minecart. Funny face on the sheep. Redstone stuff. Looks nice enough. These are these three are very similar to each other. Sticky piston. Pottery is too new, just in general. As to be expected. Banners, boats. It'd be nice if they updated some of these older mashup packs as well. Here's Tough, only one of which is custom. If any of these are custom, actually. It's been a while since I've seen the default Tough, so I couldn't tell you whether that's what it looks like. Trial spawners and vault stuff is too new. Resin is too new. Here's what a target looks like. I added in some heads. So these are what the head and skull items look like. You can see that that's what the player head looks like, and these are the different mob heads. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump on back. All right, so these are the armors and weapons. We will look at the swords as we go along as well, because they do have custom swords here. Every sword is different, which is very nice. Love to see it. And these are some fun armors, and they're different from each other. They're not just, palette swaps of each other. Very cool. That's one of the best things in this pack so far is all of the weapons and armor. Here's the elytra and the shield. Those are pretty good. Kind of a golden trident on this one. Very Poseidon-y, I guess. There's the bow. The mace is too new. Here's armor trims. These, as always, are amethyst armor trims on iron armor. And it looks like these armor trims work pretty well on the custom armor. No major problems so far. Cool. Very nice. Okay. Oh, let me set off a firework. Kind of goes up sideways in this pack. Here's what a snowball looks like. Pretty standard snowball. Wind charge is too new. So, and this is what a sword looks like in your hand. Here's some items, starting with weapons and tools. As we saw, the swords already. The axes and pickaxes and so forth are also all custom and different from each other, which is very nice little attention to detail there, having them be different. The the fishing rod and stuff, there's they look different from each other as well. Looks like this was released before the second compass, the respawn compass was released. There's your horns, horse armors, potions, various foods. These all look fine. I have no problem with any of these icons. They're all usable and easily identifiable as what they are. Music discs. Things in buckets. Minerals. Cool. Okay, miscellaneous stuff. Right on. All right, those are all fine. The ones that are custom. Here is a couch or a bench. There's a water cooler. Let's look at some mobs. Okay. Pretty standard looking chicken, other than they kind of got gray eyes instead of the usual eye color there. B. Here's the cows. The cows are kind of blonde cows. That's interesting. Went for something different there. That's nice. Here's the pig. Looks like he's got maybe some mud on him. Here's the sheep. The sheep have just these very basic, you know, simple faces. Same thing with the wolf and the wolf and wolf armor. The wolf armor itself is too new, but they didn't change the geometry, so that doesn't matter. Here's the polar bear. I guess the pig wasn't muddy. It's just that's how they decided to do the details on their body. It's the polar bear. Here's the ocelot. Not sure how I feel about this overly simplistic face. I like a little more detail in my mobs. I don't really like the just like dots for eyes and dots for nose and, you know, lines for mouth kind of approach. Here's cats. All the various kinds of cat. Mushroom. The bat is the modern default bat, which doesn't surprise me. Here's parrots. Looks like we've got maybe a couple of different... no, I guess the head feathers are all the same on the parrots. I thought that maybe they were different, but it looks like maybe they're not. That's what the parrots look like. Here's the rabbits. Oh, it looks like... no, I guess it was just the angle we were at. No, actually, the rabbits do have like two different styles of ear there, maybe. Or no, I guess they're opening and closing them at different times. Never mind. I guess that's normal. Here's the llamas. Some fun, very woolly looking llamas there. Here's the horses, and the horses in horse armor. The donkey, the mule, skeleton horse, and zombie horse. Here's the tropical fish, the cod, kind of a different looking cod, I guess, different pattern on them, or a different color scheme at least. The puffer fish, I guess I'll punch a puffer fish. Oh, no, that killed him. Try your buddy. There we go. Pretty standard puffer fish. Let me replace the one that I killed. Where is it? There it is. Plop one down in here. No, hold on. Spawn it in. There we go. The salmon. Yes, I pronounced it wrong on purpose. Pretty standard fish. The dolphin. Pretty standard dolphin. Sea turtle. Kind of a cool sea turtle there. Panda. So far, most of these mobs are either very simplistic or they're very close to default. Here's the fox, kind of a blonde fox. Different fox, usually that's more orange. The creeper. Looks like the creeper head, appropriately enough. Enderman. We're going to go out here and look at the Enderman, so that I don't have to keep spawning them in. That's kind of a fun Enderman. Kind of a different pattern on its chest and limbs there. That's the most different mob that we've seen so far, at least of the hostile mobs. Silverfish, pretty standard. The skeleton and the wither skeleton. And the stray actually looks different. The stray looks like it's kind of a cyclops in armor, or maybe it's supposed to be a robot. I don't know. I'm gonna go with like a cyclops skeleton in armor. The slime, the spider and cave spider. They do the cave spider does have a pattern on its back. The zombie, which we already got a look at its head earlier. Bogged is too new. The husk is mummified. The drowned. That's what the drowned looks like. Here's the squid and glow squid. Kind of fun. Yeah, the normal squid at least has kind of a fun look to it. Here's the witch. The guardian and elder guardian. They kind of have a fun, different look to them. Instead of having one eye in the front, they've got eyes on the side and a mouth on the front. That's interesting. It's always nice when they do something different, even if most of the pack is pretty standard. Endermite. Here's the magma cube. Here's the strider. Hold on, let's get a look at your face. Whoa, okay, that's kind of an interesting face. Here's the zombified hoglin, the zoglin. The piglin and piglin brute. Zombie piglin and zombie piglin brute, rather. That's what they look like. The goat. Here's the axolotls. Pretty standard axolotls. The allay. May just be the default allay. Same thing with the frog. This pack is pretty old. I wouldn't be surprised if frogs didn't exist at the time. Wandering trader, gonna have to spawn in. There you go. That's what the wandering trader looks like. That's kind of a fun, very blue design on the wandering trader. Here's the camels are too new. The Blaze. Turn over this way, Blaze. Come on, look over here. There you go. It does have a face on it. It's just, it barely has a face. The Ghast we'll get a better look at here in a little while. Here's the Shulkers. The Vindicator is facing the wrong way. No, face over this way. The Vindicator and the Evoker. They're similar, but they're not identical to each other, right? They have a different face, I think. And then here's our villagers. How many villagers will we have today? How many faces? Looks like there's some different skin tones at least. Yeah, there's different faces. That's good. All right. Yeah, I like when there's different villagers. Very cool. The zombie villagers. The phantom. The pillagers. Maybe the hostile humanoid mobs do have the same face. I don't know. Or at least very similar. The ravager is kind of got a similar kind of tone going on as the pillagers. The iron golem, you could tell how damaged the damaged iron golem is. So that's good. The snow golem with its pumpkin carved off. Got a little smiley face. Sniffer is too new. Armadillo is too new. Warden is too new. Breeze is too new. Here is what the wither looks like. That's interesting. Got kind of a brown wither there, and of course the creaking is too new. Okay, let's go to the nether. Alright, this is the nether. Here's what the nether portal looks like. It's kind of an interesting and different pattern there. One of the few animated things in this pack, and it's kind of like bricks that are sliding, like rows of bricks that are sliding across each other. Kind of fun. Here's the regular hoglin. Get into flying mode here. That's what the lava looks like. Kind of saw that earlier in the bucket, but you know, Respawn anchor. Here's the regular piglins. One of them looks like a caveman or like a cave pig, and the other one has armor on. So nice when there's more than one piglin. It's got kind of a the caveman one has kind of a unibrow and a stripe of hair, like a mohawk, on its head. That's fun. That's one of the more fun mobs in this pack. Get a better look at these ghasts. That's kind of a fun ghast design. Kind of different. Almost like he has face paint on. Let's fly out and look at another biome here real quick. Should only take a second. So, I mean, the main reason you would be buying this pack is for the actual dragons themselves, which are not really represented in the texture pack itself. But, you know, I always try to show off the texture packs. Here's what the trees look like in the Nether. Okay, let's go to the Stronghold Below template world and the end. Alright, here we are in the Stronghold Below template world. If you want to create a world from a template, when you're creating a new world, next to where you would enter a custom seed, there's a button for it, and this is the Stronghold Below one that has a stronghold right about here in this town that you start in or near. You know, it's the nearest town or whatever that has the stronghold. Yeah, so let's look at some items here. Here's eating something. That's pretty standard. Gonna drink a potion. That's what the swirlies look like. They're just swirlies. Standard goat horn. Here's reloading the crossbow. We already showed sword in the hand. Okay, so let's fly on over and look at, well, first here's what the composter looks like. I still haven't added a composter to the other world. Let's fly on over and look at a cobweb in the window of a abandoned village. So that's what the cobwebs look like. These are some more houses. So this is what villager houses look like in this pack. There's a ruined portal, in case you were wondering. And you can see what the water and ice look like. The frozen water and ice. And let's go ahead and jump on down into the stronghold. Here we go. And down. All right. So through here. Go ahead and run. We're going to, this is what a spawner looks like with something in it. You can see the little flames animation for a second there. Here's what the end portal looks like. Kind of went for a, you know, like a kind of a diamondy or square pattern one instead of like a star pattern that some of them go for. Go ahead and jump in. We've seen a few different end portal designs. Here's the Enderman again. Let's fly up here and look at an end crystal, and then the Ender Dragon. This is what the end crystal looks like. Kind of cool. And the Ender Dragon. I think that's a pretty good looking Ender Dragon. I mean, it's not doing anything terribly different from normal, but it has a nice contrasting belly and accents. So, you know, kind of cool. And I like the pattern on the scales there. Very cool. All right, so, I mean, this is a pretty standard texture pack. Granted, you're getting it in a mashup pack, and the main thing that you're there for is the dragons, but I feel like now in this day and age when you've got like add-ons with dragons in them, and some pretty decent ones at that, we have some nice dragon add-ons now. you know, having the ability to have them in any world is a plus over just having a mashup pack or a world with dragons in it. But I've not looked at the world itself. But as far as like if you're buying this just for the texture pack, I don't think that there's really enough to merit doing that on that premise alone. But yeah, so I would say that this is kind of a 3.5. It's not really doing anything all that out of the ordinary or all that special, other than I did like the weapons and armor. That was a nice touch. And some of the block designs were alright, but and it's pretty usable, but it's also very old. Like, this has not been updated in ages. So a lot of the more recent content just isn't there. If they updated it, it would probably raise my score. But yeah, so hopefully this was helpful to you, and I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe and please leave a like if you enjoyed it. All right, I wanted to show off the world for this one just real quick. We're not going to spend too long in here because I did discover a problem that I'll get to in a minute. But you talk to this guy. He just welcomes you to the world and gives you a dragon egg and some other stuff that you need. And he actually gives you 2 dragon eggs, but he only gives you the thing that's required to tame one of the dragons. So we'll go ahead and plop this dragon egg down real quick. And it takes you know, I don't know, 30 seconds to hatch or something. Not terribly long. But here's what hatching the dragon looks like. And it's a baby when it starts out. And then he gives you some dragon food that you need to tame it. So we'll go ahead and tame this guy. There we go. Now he's on our side. He also gave me a saddle, which is necessary to fly the dragons. And they attack on their own. Here's the different kinds of dragons. There's the fire dragon, the ice dragon, earth dragon, water dragon, which we'll see in a second, wind dragon, and moon dragon. He does give us a water dragon egg, but the problem is he doesn't give us food for the water dragon. I guess you're supposed to find food somewhere else or craft it or something. He doesn't explain it. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and grab some stuff from this chest. I don't think I really need the stone sword, but we'll bring it along anyway. And grab these things. There's I think some better equipment outside anyway, but we'll go ahead and put those on. Over here, shops, like this guy this person sells a sit tool that makes them sit and rest. And some gemstones, which it says can be used on a dragon to increase their strength statistic and their flight statistic and their health statistic. So make your dragons better that way. Over here, this one gives you treats for the different dragons. I already have enough fire treats for now. I don't see the dragon food in the food shop, which is frustrating. So how are you supposed to tame your new dragons? Over here, these are used for crafting armor and stuff. And then there's one that I zoom past it. No, okay, so these guys are the fire helmets, and you could just buy these if you have enough emeralds. There's like a different helmet for each element. There's some more emeralds in these chests, but yeah, there's tools over here as well. But the main thing is I wanted to show you, first of all, what flying around on the dragon is like. So it's that standard Minecraft thing of look down to fly down very quickly. Well, very quickly. Sometimes if you look too far down. So be careful of that. But there's an island over here with a couple of easy enemies that we can take on. Let me pull out my inventory here and put my sword in my hand. I wanted to show off that when you're flying around, I don't think that the dragon attacks automatically, or at least it wasn't doing it earlier when I was on it. No, I would like to go up, please. Kind of difficult to steer this thing. Like we're not attacking the wizard very well. No, go down, please, down. Thank you. So hold on. No, I wanted to get off the dragon actually. You can see the dragons do. Come on, attack him. I'm being lifted into the air by the wizard's spell. Managed to land in the water there safely. Attack the wizard. Come on, he's hitting us. Come on, hit the wizard. Use your fire. Use your fire, dude. Hit him. Wow, dragon, you are pretty useless. Okay. Yeah, great. I died. So we're gonna see. What happens when you die is it spawns you to this totally different island, unless you've found a bed somewhere, I guess, and it kind of plops you down in the middle of this cave, and it doesn't matter where you die or how you die, this seems to happen either way, and there's lava down there, so it's like, okay, how can I get across there without running into the lava? Well, I just have to run and jump and hope, and this time I managed to do it, last time I didn't. And then it's like, okay, I can get down here, but where's my dragon? Where did my dragon go? My dragon did not teleport to me. It did not follow me. When you first start out, if you run away from your dragon, it will teleport to you. But after you die, that ceases to happen, it seems. And so now I'm on this island with no dragon and no way to get another one if I didn't happen to have a water dragon egg, which I do. Hold on, let me kill this guy. There are some custom enemies and stuff, which is nice, but like he was throwing fireballs at me. Let me plop down this water dragon egg. So I have fire treats, I don't have water treats, I also don't have more dragon food. May have to cheat in order to get out of this situation because once this dragon hatches, there's no way to ride it, and it's a baby. So yeah, I don't even have a saddle with me at the moment, so I couldn't ride it even if I had food. So you're pretty much just stuck on this island, and this is the rest of the game for you, basically. Is there's a few different kinds of enemies. There's these rock critters. But yeah, what do you do now? So I think that's kind of a design flaw, that it doesn't start you back on the starter island. It starts you in the middle of a cave filled with lava every time you die, unless you've found some way to change your spawn point. So that's pretty much this pack. So I don't necessarily recommend this particular mashup pack in terms of its world either. There's only a few dragons, and I mean like 6 dragons or something, and the fire dragon was not being very helpful in combat earlier. Like the first time I played this world, I actually got it to attack the enemies some of the time, but it wasn't doing a whole lot. I was able to, kill the wizard more easily with just a stone sword than I was with the dragon's breath. I guess that's what the upgrades that you get. Also, on this particular island, there's an awful lot of soul sand. or whatever it is that's slowing down my steps. I have no idea where I'm even going on this island. I may have seen the only thing on this island, actually, which would be disappointing if that cave was all that's going on. I'm going to try and go up just to show off what might be here somewhere. It's raining on this island, so that's different, I guess. But maybe if I climb all the way up, there'll be something on top of the island, like the baby dragon didn't teleport to me because it wasn't tame. So it's not going to be helping me in combat either. There's no way to easily get up this mountain, actually. Over here, maybe. I'm mostly just seeing enemies. I'm not seeing a whole lot else of interest. Okay, here we go. Here's something. So, how do I get up there? And I don't even have any, like, building blocks right now. No, that's not going to break. Oh well. So that was this pack. Yeah. Alright, so I guess you would have to, at this point, go into creative mode and give yourself another dragon and some dragon food or something if you died before you found more food. At least, like, by default, keeping your inventories turned on, so it's not they're not going to completely strand you with nothing if you manage to find some resources. But anyway, I don't really give this a thumbs up, honestly. All right, thanks for joining me. Peace.
Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share.